Bangladesh's birth is inseparable from India. 1971, India intervenes militarily against Pakistan. Millions of Bangladeshi refugees find shelter in India. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Indian leadership forged a historic bond for decades. India was seen as liberator, Bangladesh as grateful younger sibling. Treaties on friendship, cooperation and security followed. But beneath the surface, structural problems were quietly growing. As years passed, Bangladesh began to feel something uncomfortable. India wasn't acting like a partner, India was acting like a guardian. Key grievances emerged. Unequal trade balance favoring India, water disputes, especially the Teesta River border killings by India's BSF, perception of Indian interference in Bangladeshi politics. To many Bangladeshis, India looked less like a friend and more like a hegemon. This was the moment when gratitude slowly turned into resentment. India made a strategic choice. It placed almost all its Bangladesh policy bets on Sheikh Hasina Wajid. For New Delhi, she guaranteed security cooperation, she cracked down on anti-India insurgents, she aligned Bangladesh closely with Indian interests. But this came at a cost. Many Bangladeshis began to believe India supports one party, not our democracy. When political unrest exploded in 2024, Sheikh Hasina left Bangladesh and took refuge in India. India did not orchestrate regime change, but Hasina's presence in India deeply complicated relations with Bangladesh's interim leadership. Suddenly, India looked partisan, Bangladesh's new power centers looked elsewhere. Then came a sensitive flashpoint. A Bangladeshi Hindu businessman was killed inside Bangladesh. India reacted strongly, framing the incident as a minority protection issue, a civilizational concern. Bangladesh reacted sharply. Dhaka's message was clear. This was a criminal act, not state persecution, and it is our internal matter. Here's the core problem. India spoke as a protector of Hindus. Bangladesh heard a challenge to sovereignty. Even many Bangladeshi Hindus rejected foreign politicization of their identity. Trust took a serious hit. As ties with India cooled, Bangladesh quietly diversified. Pakistan. Military to military engagement resumed. Intelligence coordination normalized. No political interference rhetoric. China. Infrastructure financing. Defense cooperation. Bay of Bengal strategic balance. United States. Engagement with interim government. Trade and labor diplomacy. Strategic counterweight to India. Most strikingly, Bangladesh opened talks with Pakistan about acquiring JF-17 fighter jets, a symbolic and strategic signal. This wasn't betrayal, it was hedging. Bangladesh was saying, we will not depend on one power alone. If politics cooled relations, cricket set them on fire. Cricket is not just sport in South Asia, it's identity. IPL controversies involving Bangladeshi players, rising hostility from fans and media, Bangladesh citing security and dignity concerns. Then came the bombshell. Bangladesh refused to travel to India for upcoming ICC events, requesting neutral venues. India was furious. Bangladesh felt humiliated. On the cricket field, this wasn't about runs or wickets, it was about respect. Here lies the real crisis. Government-to-government ties still exist. Diplomatic channels remain open, but people-to-people trust is collapsing. Bangladeshi youth feel India is arrogant. Indian media portrays Bangladesh as unstable. Social media fuels nationalism on both sides. A generation that never lived through 1971 no longer feels emotional attachment to India. India and Bangladesh are not enemies, but they are no longer brothers. What exists today is strategic cooperation without warmth, economic ties without trust, sporting rivalry filled with bitterness. This relationship will not collapse overnight, but unless India learns to treat Bangladesh as an equal sovereign partner, and unless Bangladesh balances dignity with diplomacy, the rift will only deepen. The era of blind friendship is over. The era of hard realism has begun. Was this breakdown inevitable, or can the relationship still be repaired? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Knowledge Suitcase for deep geopolitical analysis without propaganda.